dead. They're all messed up. They're all messed up.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
I had to catch that quick. I played the third song because it started autoplaying. I was too slow to get to it. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, I haven't heard a remix, or I haven't heard this remix of the song. Usually I listen to like the normal version. So I'm like, all right, what does this sound like? And I gotta say, I dig it quite a bit. But hi everybody. I was actually kind of late streaming, at least for me. Like, I was like doing some last second busy work, and then I was like, uh-oh. But how is everybody doing? I hope that you are having a good Wednesday. It feels like Friday to me. I don't know why that always happens. Usually I feel that on Thursday. Yeah, I thought it was sick. I loved it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yo, I'm on my comfort drink now. I'm gonna take a sip. God, but you know, I should get a variant of this toggle so it could be more accurate to the times when I want the pink drink and they give me the white drink. Makes me upset. Also, I'm so thankful. The coffee shop that I go to, they finally have the yogurt again. They haven't had it for a week, and that's where I would get some of my calories for the day. So I think I've actually been eating less in general. However, I finally got the curry that I've been wanting lately and the mango sticky rice, but because my stomach isn't as big anymore, I could not eat as much as I liked, so I'll have to finish it off later, which I don't mind. I actually feel good whenever I don't like have to eat so much, if that makes sense. And even then, I ate like half and I still felt kind of full. But sometimes I feel so lame if I end up like just like eating an entire huge meal, because God, it's a lot. I like feeling like I don't need that much. But aside that, nothing too crazy to report, except I now have a debut date for Sailor Synth that's cemented, and I was kind of thinking it was going to be this anyway, but my overlay is done. I just need it to be delivered, but we should be good to go. So Sailor Synth is going to be debuting Monday, so perfect timing. I could have maybe done it like Thursday, but I didn't want to steal a day from Mina. And this weekend I'm kind of just booked with too much stuff, so it's like the only thing that seems logical was Monday, which is agony because I have the model. Overlay will probably be delivered today or tomorrow if I had to guess, and I just have to force myself to be patient, which I can do. If I distract myself, time goes by kind of quickly. Also, hello everybody. Hi everybody on an individual level. Hi love also. Can't believe, I know, right? But I've been marketing in this little crocodile for the longest amount of time. For anybody who's not familiar with her, or how my whole thing is haven't done an introduction to myself in a while and like what I am. So I'm two characters, PumpkinSynth and Pumpkinessa. I do tend to like show this whenever I get like raids. But I want to re-explain together in tangent with the Sailor Synth shit, what that's all about. So, no matter what, I'm always just two characters. I'm either Synth or I'm Nanessa over here. And then they're just gonna have alternate moe forms, is all it's gonna be. But their moe forms have a central theme. They're both gonna be Reptile, one's gonna be a sailor girl, and one's gonna be a military girl. And that's kind of all it is. Although, my main models, we do have a bunch of like costumes, but essentially Halloween Ghost, Eldritch Ghost, that's what we are. And even in our upcoming gimmick forms, where we're all small and cute, we're technically still ghosts. We just have different gimmicky theming. They actually, well, okay, so Synth and Nanessa kind of have different personalities from each other. Like, how do I describe it? So the weird thing about us is all of our personalities are kind of similar. It's a lot of little subtleties that make them stand apart, you know? So how do I don't know, like I had a mood board that I created a while back. It's like a comparing them to different anime characters to highlight the personality differences. Let me see if I can find it really quick. We're just chilling anyway. Since I don't have too much to report, after this, I'll probably just hop into the game. But also, I did want to mention, if anybody's like hovering around, waiting for like a commission update, there might be a little bit of delay because of how much stuff I have to do this weekend. But I'll try to finish at least one. And if worst case scenario, I just refund if anybody is like a little bit like fidgety waiting, you know? But one second. Oh, I hope I didn't remove these from my highlights tab. I may have actually done that. Oh, okay, I found it. So, oh, I've even highlighted this before. Hold on. Okay. So this is Synth's mood board. Let me get rid of this too. So this is Synth's mood boards. Chico, although I can't say I like intimately know her personality, but everything I've seen from it, it's just kind of like that. This combined with this, combined with maybe this, maybe. I did this back when she first got introduced. There's something about her aura and her attitude that made me think of Synth, and then these two. That's basically Synth in a nutshell. And then Nanessa is let me find her. Isn't she? I have a Sachiko figure. She has the hair knives hairstyle that I like a lot. And she inspired one of my hairstyles. Okay, so hopefully this will kind of highlight the difference between the two, but maybe it also highlight how they're kind of similar too, kind of. Okay, so this, if this is Synth, oh shit. I can't like go all the way back and show all the things that I previously showed, whatever. Okay, so basically, Nanessa is this. Nanessa is her, him, her, and Yoru. Does that make it a little bit clear? Did you have more fun with 2 or 3? What do you mean exactly? In what context? Yeah, Boa Hancock is like, she is adorable. She's very silly. She is scary, but she's kind of like a huge dork. Ape Escape, so I haven't played Ape Escape 3 yet, and I'm still in the process of playing through 2 for the first time. But so far, I like Ape Escape 1 more than 2. I'm hoping that I'll like 3 a lot more, though. Synth is Gyarui? Well, maybe in personality, I guess. But I don't know if I would say so in aesthetic. Boa Hancock is One Piece best girl. I do like her a lot. I'm trying to think of, like, one of my favorite characters in One Piece that's chick is, not Perona, actually. You would think I would like Perona, but she's not weirdly my type. In design, I kind of like her, but I think she's more meme-core. I like that short, blonde-haired girl that's, like, one of the Amazonesses that chills with Boa Hancock. Like, I like her. I like the short, blonde-hair rabbit girl. You know, her. I like Sadie-chan, the dominatrix chick in the, I think it was Impelled Down, and she wears, like, latex hot pink, like, dark hot pink. I like her, too. Oh, there was somebody else that I really liked. Oh, I can't remember. There's so many One Piece characters, straight up. I do like Robin, but I'm not, like, overly fixated on Robin in particular. Hello, Space Marine. Hi. Ape Escape's soundtrack is so good. Like, from what I remember, it was really good, which is why I'm sad that they stopped going in that direction. Ape Escape 3 has a transforming system henshin, and I think it just ends up giving you way more tools than you need. Probably, but it's a little fun. It's a little fun. Is it more tools than what the first and the second do? 3, they bring it back the OST jungle style. Thank God, because I hate to say it, Ape Escape 2 feels very... this might sound mean, but its OST is a little bit on the mediocre side. Like, a step above mediocre, but not that much. If you're comparing it to all other platformer game OSTs. Does that make sense? Like, I guess I'm throwing a little bit of shade at it, but like I said, the first game's soundtrack was just, like, abnormally good. And, you know, I grew up with Banjo-Kazooie and shit, so I'm pretty picky when it comes to music. By the way, listen to the album Sumo Jungle. Some of the songs almost feel like proto-versions of stage themes in Ape Escape 1. Okay, let me write it down. Hold on. Album Sumo Jungle. Okay. Alright, I'll check that out. Resident Evil and Silent Hill have great soundtracks to them. They do. Also, I'm so glad that you mentioned that. So, I finally got to sit down and watch the new Never Knows Best video because I had no idea that he had uploaded a new video essay. And he was talking about the entire history of horror, and he baited me. And he's done that before, kinda, with his, like, Lovecraft video. If you guys don't mind spoilers of that video, like, just mute me for a bit, or leave, or whatever, but I'm gonna say. He basically tricks you into thinking he's not going to talk about Amnesia. For the record, I'm not like a crazy Amnesia fan, but I do understand the significance that Amnesia had in the horror sphere. And so when he was getting to 2014 and beyond and not talking about Amnesia, I'm like, what's going on? But he actually had an entire section dedicated to Amnesia, like after and the indie game sphere. So he organized it like in a how do I want to say? It's not the way I expected him to organize the video, but it also makes sense the way he organized it. So I would 100% recommend that video. Let me see if I can find it. Never Knows Best, and I'll go ahead and link that for anybody who wants to check out his stuff. I would highly recommend his videos. Like, he's just so good. Very entertaining to watch, and it's like 2 hours. A 2-hour video game essay. That's my dream, man. Very cozy, very great voice. I like his dry delivery. I think he's British, too, which is a plus. I like listening to British people, or people with accents in general, because I don't have one. But, it took me 2 days to watch the video, because, like, you're not? What is your problem? What opinion does he have that's correct, that you don't agree with? I don't want to pay attention to your bait, Ark. Be normal. I'm not your dancing monkey. I'm supposed to catch those. He's great for going to bed. Kinda. Kinda, to be honest. Okay, cheese. Why do you want me to say it so bad? Because you've done the stupid what's up thing over and over. I already said it. So, what do I get out of this? What do I get out of this relationship? Nothing? I'm not gonna say it with enthusiasm. I don't have any enthusiasm. What is your problem? Why do you want me to say these? Give me my motivation and I'll do it. What's my incentive? All I know is Never Knows Best from Patrician TV. What's that? I don't think I've heard of them. Salmon. I said it. Are you happy? He was too quiet, so I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just say it. Caramel. Caramel. Are you just trying to test to see how I pronounce things? Well, who pronounces cheese weird? Oh, okay. I had a feeling that you were talking about that. Let me go back and check what video it was that, I remember that he critiqued, a certain type of video essay. So, this Patrician guy did videos on Elder Scrolls? Was it the Obsession with Bad Games video? was it the obsession with bad video games video where it has like the Golem game as the thumbnail? Crayon. Barrel Q. I can't say the ing sound at the end of words. It's always been like a criticism, and my dad would make fun of me for it. So I say fishin'. Cause I don't know how to do that fishing. Like, I can't make that sound unless I put a lot of effort into it. And when I put a lot of effort into it, you can tell that I'm struggling. No, I don't say IGN. I say IN. Fishin'. Like that. And then you put the little comma. Also, Mina, somebody was just talking about, like, when Never Knows Best challenged another creator, and I was trying to remember what video it was, and I remember it was Never Knows Best. He critiqued a lot of people's way of critiquing video games. It was the Bethesda writer one, Lies, Hate, and the Story of Emil I do not know how to say that. Bad Gaming Criticism. Yeah. I remember being like a little bit taken aback by that video. Not because I was overly familiar with anybody he talked about, but just because like, oh shit, he's coming in swinging. Because normally I'm just used to him talking about like a game, and not so much on that. I think he did a video on like Gamergate 2 or something. Patricia makes big Elder Scrolls videos, but like 50% of his videos are lore summary. That's kind of cool. I've always been wanting to look into like lore summary videos, but I don't know. I think I used to be kind of interested in looking into the lore summary videos of like Souls stuff and Bloodborne. I might still do so for Bloodborne, but I think I would, aside Bloodborne, I think I wouldn't mind investing in the Warhammer like 40k IP, like trying to gather all the lore. But even then, it's like, it feels like a real history book or something with how much shit is actually in Warhammer and 40k and all that. I don't know if I would be able to retain much information. I'm so bad about that kind of thing. There was something that I was gonna show. Hold on. I'm getting triggered, okay, because my calibration is a little bit on the off side. Okay, I think it's good now. Oh! Did I link the... Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I just got, sidetracked, but I think I did post the video where he talks about the video game horror essay. But regardless of, like, the slap fights or whatever that creators do, because, I mean, they always be doing that, I would still recommend checking out his videos because they are very well thought out, and they're good. But he basically covered about everything that I expected him to. Sometimes I would get a little bit sad, but I would know why. But he would briefly cover System Shock 2. And I'm like, ooh, is he gonna glaze System Shock 2? And it's like, he kind of just moves on. And it makes sense because he's kind of wanted to talk about the most innovative horror games, or the games that caused the biggest splash in the industry. And understandably, System Shock 2 didn't create the biggest splash, I guess, overall, in terms of affecting how later horrors were. Not to say that it didn't have any effects, because, like, what Dead Space was going to be System Shock 3. So, like, don't take me, like, too... not literal, but... I'm not saying that it didn't have any effect. I just understand why he covered certain games more than other games. Otherwise, it would be such a really long video, because he would have to glaze every horror game that he comes across. But I saw a little bit of gameplay of Deep Fear, and it makes me sad because I really want to play Deep Fear. And I've been trying to avoid spoilers. I've never like watched any clips or playthroughs of it because I've been saving it so I can play it. And it looks like it's mimicking Resident Evil, but it's like water themed, so I absolutely have to play it. I believe it is Sega Saturn, correct? So there's only one way I'll be able to play it. He was basically criticizing how everyone was dogpiling Emil over that one game conference he gave like 15 years ago, and the presentation Emil gave wasn't even that bad, was just a little surface level. Yeah, I guess like, I don't really, what all did he say? Sometimes opinions can change, right? Or maybe sometimes you're nervous when you're giving a presentation and things don't come out the way that you mean for it to. there's all kinds of different factors that go into like how something comes out. And you might even sound dumber than you are, or you might say something that's a mistake and then realize it and regret it and everything. And then imagine like people judging you for it forever. And I'm not saying in the context of specifically this gentleman, but I guess just public speaking in general, I guess. Going through incredible scrutiny. Is that what I want to say? Scrutiny? People were basically citing a bad Reddit post as their source of criticism. Fair enough, fair enough. How do you remember that? Also, Ark, you didn't give me my grade, so how did I pronounce all those things? Did I do good? Cheese, salmon. Like, I usually say salmon, but I think it's salmon. And then I say Baroque because it's spite, but I could say Baroque if I wanted to. And then caramel. Like, I think it's caramel or caramel. I kind of like jump between both. I don't have any specific preference for how I say it, and I'll probably say both, like back to back like I am right now. So how is that? Crayon. Is that good? He didn't even give me my grade. It's like a teacher that drops by, gives me a test, and then when I hand it back, he just moves. Salmon? So it's not salmon? So then L is like silent? I say care amel, but I also say I run and not I earn. Wait, what, huh? What other words do I struggle to say? Nothing that I can remember at the moment. But, anyway. We are going to continue Ape Escape 2. It's alright. I'm not like fully in love with it, but I'm not having a bad time playing it. But I'm very excited to get to the next game. Now, well, I hope I don't have any spoiler stuff. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. I just disabled everything instead. What a great thing. Okay. Here we go. It's like, no surprise, but like Never Knows Best mentioned how streamers kind of like helped horror games and how horror games helped streamers. Is it really true that the Markiplier videos on Five Nights at Freddy's have like 330 million views or something like that? And then like, was it Amnesia and or Slender Man that really like put PewDiePie like in the public's peripheral? Also, Mina's very mean to the Slender Man game, like the first one that's just called Slender in the 8 pages. I don't think it's like an amazing game or anything, but I remember it being inoffensive. I thought it was charming, it was cute. It just would suck because sometimes I wouldn't get killed at all. I would just keep looking around for these stupid pages and I wouldn't find anything. But even like back then, I never considered it like a full game. I would always refer to Slender as a light game. Also, hello Kaju, hi. I always refer to it as a light game, Lite. It's just a little concept, nothing too crazy to it. And I guess we still get stuff like that now. Like, is that what the Backrooms is about? What do you do in the Backrooms game? Is there like a goal? The only Backrooms game that I've seen extensive gameplay of is if you get caught, it's furries. People in fursuits. And you know, that's the only one that I know about. And I'm going to assume that's not the first of those, or at least the first that got big. Let me find my game. Also on Sailor Synth, I'm going to be playing Pirate Doom. Again, but it's perfect vibes. Granted, a lot of the music and assets are taken from other games, but it's like curating a perfect little concoction for me. Sorry. I got lost in thought. I don't want to update. Stop telling me to update. Ubisoft. Their logo doesn't look like that anymore, right? What does Ubisoft's logo look like now? Ubisoft logo. Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's this blue circle thing now, right? Because the old one, it kind of makes it look like it can be just some, like, software company or something. This, I think, is the current. Which, I mean, to be fair, when I see this, I don't exactly think a gamer either. So, is Spectre, is he a monkey? Because I heard somebody say that he's their monkey husband. Is he a monkey? Or is he a human? I thought he was a human because of how his hair is. And he's not, like, tiny like these ones. He is? Why is he so different? So then he's the one that, like, I thought maybe at most, maybe he got turned into a monkey or something. Okay. So I have 5,000 coins. Every 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Every 10 I get a gotcha ball. What's 600 divided by 10? As you can see, I do not want to do this as an old lady. Hey, has he always been back there? I never even noticed him. I would notice her, but not him. Okay. Panic Pyramid. Okay, so this is the last one that we did. So here's our real desert level. The other one was like Desert Temple in space, so that was cool. This looks like PlayStation... You know whenever you boot up the PlayStation 2, but you have the disc tray open? Wait, what about the fat PS2s? Because I had the slim PS2, and that you would press a button and the whole top would come out. Did the fat PS2 do the same thing? Also, hi Bowser. Or was there another way to access the boot screen? There was always a surrealness to the old boot screens or whatever in GameCube and PS2. We don't have that now. On PlayStation 5, it's weird because it sounds like Resident Evil 5 soundtrack. Almost so to where I'm convinced that it's the same composer. Fat PS2 had a tray. Tray is like whenever you press the button, it kind of like juts outwards. It's not like a cover from the top that you lift up, right? I'm going to assume that there... Oh! I was going to say there's no reason to explore out here, probably. Also, speaking of, like, this aesthetic, whenever I think of that Sabrina the Teenage Witch PS2 game, or at least I think it was PS2, it was either PS2 or PS1, I always think of the desert level, and there was a camel, and I have no idea if the game was good or not. I think that it also might have been based on the Sabrina the Teenage Witch cartoon, because there was a live-action show, and then there's a cartoon show, and I actually watched more of the cartoon than the live-action. I did watch some of the live-action, but whenever it was out, I was so young, I didn't really understand what anybody was saying. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. How would have that been? Also, oh, that's it? Wait, am I supposed to do the car? Okay, I knew it, okay. Oh! It's like... It's not bad music, like... But do you kind of see what I mean? How it's on, like, the mediocre side of all platformer, like, OSTs? Speaking of platformer OSTs, I really am curious how, like, Crash Bandicoot's soundtrack is. How would you describe that soundtrack? I'm pretty familiar with Mario. I'm familiar with Banjo-Kazooie, obviously. Oh, can't fucking see. Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro a little bit? I don't remember if I actually like Spyro music, though. Also, hi, Blaze. God! I'm just trying to, like, be able to say, and I'm trying to go to the edge, not go off the fucking edge. Fuck! I hate this camera. Okay, calm down. Huh! I had to just jump sooner. it makes me not want to do it because you don't jump very far forward, you know? Ugh. What genre is the soundtrack? Because I'm gonna assume that it's good. Also, what's Rayman's soundtrack like? What are all these, like, other platformers? Ratchet and Clank, and isn't there another, like, furry platformer thing that's, like, kind of like Ratchet and Clank, but called something else? And then there's Sly Cooper. What's Sly Cooper sound like? We need to actually play all these, especially because we don't really get platformers still. Like, that hasn't made much of a resurgence, other than, well, just a little bit, right? So we got, Mario still, like the new Donkey Kong, Mario Odyssey technically. What about is it Ratchet and Clank? And yes, that's it. How did you know? Jak and Daxter. That's why I think they're similar, because it's like character name and character name. I don't know much about the difference between Jak and Daxter and the other one, which it's like I can only remember one at a time. So now I've replaced my knowledge of the other with Jak and Daxter. What's the other one called? Shit. Hold on. Ratchet and Clank. Or is it Clanker? Okay. See, I got this. Sly Cooper is stealth plus platformer. You know what? You would think I would know it was stealth. Because something about his outfit made him look sneaky. Go over here. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Regarding new ones, wasn't there a new one? I think it was Ratchet and Clank, and they have, like, a girl now. Or is it not that new? Oh, you know what? We also had Astrobot. That was another big one for the platformer community. But it's nothing like how it used to be, to where you would get one all the time. Same with how I don't think we really get first-person shooter narrative games as much anymore, right? I mean, at least I remember that being something that Mina felt. And in terms of like AAA boomer shooter type stuff, we don't really get that. It's just essentially Doom now, right? Was I even in any real danger there? Don't fucking breathe fire at me. Whoa! Say the first Jak and Daxter game is more along the lines of collecting, similar to Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie. The second and third games, however, changed it up by giving you a gun and basically just had you do objectives they threw at you. Was that viewed as a downgrade, or was that viewed as coming up with their own identity of being like a hybrid genre kind of thing? Banjo-Kazooie kind of did that sort of. Like Banjo-Tooie was like, oh, we have an aim and shooting mechanic thing, and you're gonna use it a lot. Okay, so people liked it. Okay, that's cool. Is there... Oh. Wait, should I, like, shoot over there? Whoa. Oh, I guess I should walk slow. I thought if I just held forward, it'd be fine, but I gotta be kind of gentle. Wait. No, what, you goddamn bastard. Oh, okay. Wait, whenever I went to catch him, it actually moved my character forward a little bit. It's still a platformer, but you had more combat options. Okay. Sly Cooper is a great game. Just wish the last scene wasn't a literal sexual harassment. What exactly happened? I don't mind spoilers too much. I don't typically play like a lot of certain games for like narrative. Is it one of those gags like Pepe Le Pew kind of things or something? Oh, you actually can't break this. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna fall to my death. Oh, I can't forget that I have the what do you call this thing? The fly thing, the one that like lifts you up in the air. Wait, where the fuck am I supposed to put this? Why do you give me a push Resident Evil push puzzle? Oh, bro, wait, no, that wouldn't work. Because I'm like, oh my god, I'm so dumb, but I wouldn't be able to push this like here. So I did have to use the car. Oh, you know what? I also don't remember what people said, but is it worth it to play? Like, if you have the choice to, because they did a Crash Bandicoot remaster thing. Is it really worth it to play that version? Or is it better to just play the original? Because people say that that remaster is good, but I don't remember if people said if it fucked anything up. Or, you know, or if it's one of those games to where it's like, no, if you want the pure, raw, good experience, you need to play the original. Which I'm okay with, if that's the case. Is he? No! That's the classic gesture. Is that? Oh, he was trying to bait me. Oh my god! Ow! Was I here earlier? No. Fucked anything up? No, I'd say it was an improvement. What about, like, art direction or something like that? Like, did they, like, ruin things a little bit? Because I remember feeling that way about the Tomb Raider remasters that they did, where it felt like the new one was just more dull and generic looking. Just kind of like a weaker presentation. However, what's cool about it is that it does let you play with the modern or alternate control style while having the old graphics, which I liked. And that's typically how I would play it, because it just looks better in the old style. Mine. Oh, this is car. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? Because the car doesn't even look like it would fit in here. Also, I realized part of my addiction to the medical lip balm is that I think I'm addicted to the sparkling feeling. It feels like having, like, a little gentle sparkler held at your lips, and it kind of stings you. Hold on. Okay. Wait, Oh! I didn't mean to hit it. Is there any reason why I should let go? Yeah. It's like an addictive kind of feeling. What power-up do I have that I'm not... Wait. I have the pheromone thing? I have the car. Doesn't hurt, but hold on. Okay, you can't, like, cycle up or whatever. Oh, okay. I was hoping, like, maybe this would make him want to run this way. I don't think I can do anything here. Okay, okay. Wait. Or did I already do this earlier? No. Oh, wait, water. Oh! Is this on a timer? Yes. Alright, in that case... Okay, I think... Well, I might be overthinking it. I think I need to kind of do a setup. I didn't even realize there was a spikes button. I need to do a setup and already have the car in place because it'll be too awkward trying to do it this way. Okay, so stay here, and then I'll just do this. Also, hi, Bellmaster. How are you? These water bubbles are beautiful. Okay. Okay. Camera. Let's go. Also, I feel like I'm getting faster and more responsive with the water controls. Like, I'm figuring it out more quickly. That was like the one struggle that I had kind of decently, or kind of bad, in the first Ape Escape, is being a little bit more fluid with the controls. Like I would just be too quick or too slow to react to pulling this out and then doing this. I feel like I struggle a tiny bit still, but I'm a lot better than I started off. Alright, so it's just I have to be fast. Right? Is it gonna just teach me to jump? Oh my god! Oh! Wait. Oh, okay. Looking at this game compared to Ape Escape 1, the first Ape Escape does look a bit more appealing, even with this game having the better visuals. It's like, yeah, like, even though maybe it has more advanced tech going on and everything, in terms of art direction, I don't feel like it's an improvement. I feel like it's more stale and kind of gentle looking. Which shows you that it's like, it's not a matter of like, how good is the tech? Does tech decide if something is better or not? It's like, no, at the end of the day, an older game can look better than a newer game sheerly based on art style, art direction, or whatever. It's just so important. Also helps your game stand out. Hold on. I wasn't sure. Oh my god! I can't read when this thing's gonna come out. I mean, skill issue, I think. Maybe I should... I feel like if I use this more, I'm more likely to just fuck up trying to do that. Okay. Another thing I could have done is I could have, like, moved the camera and, like, seen where the, board was in approximation to, like, where I am. Like, from the behind. I don't like this camera perspective for a section like this. Is it not that deep? Should I... Okay, I guess I should just... That's all it is? I mean, I think that's fine. You don't always need to use the hula hoop. This feels like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3 on PS1 versus Wrath of Cortex. Okay, so is Wrath of... Wait. So this is how Crash Bandicoot 1 is? Is Wrath of Cortex, like, more crazy advanced or something? What the hell am I supposed to do here? These are all on fire, so... I guess? Okay. Wrath of Cortex was supposed to have the better visuals, but the gameplay was... Oh, okay. This gameplay, I feel like it's kind of just on par with Ape Escape 1. Like I say that it feels better. Does it feel better? Like, I guess so. But it also... If this does feel better than the first Ape Escape, I don't feel like it's, like, by much. Because Ape Escape kind of was, like, just decent, really. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Wait, is that what I'm supposed to do? Drive the car? Actually, I don't know if there's a gap between that or not, but... Wait, what is this? Why is he telling me what to do? I think one thing that we established is that the jumping probably felt better, at least. Also, am I crazy, or does it feel like more levels require you to catch more monkeys than the levels in Ape Escape 1? Which, I mean, makes sense. Oh, what? Oh, yay! Hi, Gig. Hello, hello. It looks like they require you to get more monkeys than me. Okay, makes sense. For them to kind of, like, expand in that way.
That's the spirit.
Boss. I'm fighting a giant robot on myself. Okay, this guy actually looks like a monkey design. Oh wait, the idol one did too. It was like the first and the second boss that looked like other creatures or even humans.
Before I get revenge, I'm going to have to borrow that baby monkey you have there.
Everyone's after the baby monkey. Also, I forgot, did they ever explain why this monkey is chill and cute?
Why you eat salad pests? In that case, you leave me no choice but to... Oh my god, what is that?
But there's nothing there. Pippachi!
He's right here, kid.
Wait, I'm gonna fight the muscle guy?
This little guy so friendly.
Or is he gonna be like, he's like a hyped up boss I'll deal with later? Or am I fighting both of them?
So say goodbye to him.
Oh.
Why you? What are you doing with our Pippachi? Give him back! No!
I just might as well replace it with Pikachu.
So, if you want
You think she ever, like, accidentally slipped out Pikachu and just said
But
Pikachu?
that won't be possible unless you can stop the
Actually, what would have came out first? Like, the Pokemon anime dub or this?
I am so
Oh, wait,
clever.
Wait, no. Pokemon would have had to come out first. Well, the games anyway, but I don't know about the anime.
Oh,
Okay, so the dub was first? Okay.
ready? Go!
Oh, so I'm not fighting either of them. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot. I literally pointed out that there is a giant robot version of me. Wait, what are you gonna do? That's it? Hold on. Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, I was too slow. Fair enough.
Go take that! Oh no!
Pokemon English dub is 1998. First Ape Escape is 1999. Okay.
Go! Oh no!
No. So she wasn't the scrum boss. She was like the third boss, the idol girl. She had like 2 phases, so I'm gonna assume it's the case with this.
Oh no!
Wait, where's the cookie? Does health items like despawn like a cookie?
Oh no!
Kind of sounds like old Joseph. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it. If that's the case, then the next time I have to chase after him.
Oh no!
This actually works. Oh, it doesn't. Fuck! Or did it actually work? Wait, I gotta be prepared to jump. Oh, I also don't have to hit his back, dude. Yes. Wait, do I have to do... Okay.
This victory means nothing. Nothing, I tell you. All we have to do is transfer that baby monkey's data into the lethargy laser.
Lethargy means like lethargic, right? Like where you're like getting
Lethargy
sleepy.
laser.
Oh, wait. Oh, that was it? Why was he easier to fight than the idol girl? I guess it's one of those games where it's not that the bosses get infinitely harder, it's like more roller coaster, right? Or maybe some people would find that harder than me.
Jimmy, bring Pippichi back as fast as you can.
The lethargy laser. What an insidious invention. We must stop Spectre's mischief at all costs.
I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her. How do I do that? I really can't. Okay. Is this scale supposed to encourage you to lose weight? Pirate! That was some of my favorite stuff in Astrobot. I liked the pirate and the beach levels.
I hope this helps you.
A nifty water cannon.
Mario
Put a
Sunshine.
dampener on those
I do not want to be taught how to play it, but I'm going to automatically equip it so I don't run into a bad situation again. Yo, this is the second time I've been, like, absent from my monkey friend. My little Pippichi. Okay. Not as effective as... oh, it just keeps going? It's not as effective as the Mario Sunshine one. Where's DK Donkey Kong when you need him? We can... well, he's busy being Bazinga and wholesome now. Why is, like, what is it? Like, young Pauline's there? Is that her or is that her sister? Like, what's the deal? And what even is her role? Like, is she, like, your buddy? Like, is she buddy and then she, like, just chills on your back? Like, is she taking the role of Diddy Kong? You've cemented your fate. Wait, yes. I like how it, like, clips through the bottom of the ship and then you just see the ocean. Pauline's, like, kind of a guide, but also allows DK to transform. I see. That's like a big thing in a lot of platformer games, is like transforming into things. What exactly does Donkey Kong Bazinga do? Like, do you turn, like, Donkey Kong turns into a car, or is it like something different? Does he get like costumes or something? He gets Bazinga transformations. Also, I saw that, well, I guess, like, people are addicted to cosmetics, so it's, like, a rule to do in games now. But I guess you can change the color of Donkey Kong's, like his fur, and I guess his, what do you call it? His shorts, and I guess he wears a tie still, right? I don't remember fully what his attire looks like in the new one. This music's okay. There's like a little bit of it that makes me think of Mario Sunshine, but I don't really know if Mario Sunshine came out. No, Mario Sunshine was, wait, I don't know when this came out, but Mario Sunshine was GameCube 2000. 2002? 2002? Oh, this is what this is for. So depending on how much I wind this up, like I'm going like all crazy on it, how long does it like kind of stay while I keep holding it? Okay, not too long, but a decent amount of time. It's not as satisfying as Flood, but at least you don't have to go through a mandatory tutorial. The tie and pants do specific buffs, the fur is entirely cosmetic. Buffs, huh? Okay. I was like a little bit worried because I'm like, wait, he's a fire enemy. If I like knock him into the lava, won't he just like come back? But I guess he just dies from being pushed off the edge. Or is it because I hit him twice? I think I'm stupid. I think it's because I hit him twice. Okay. Oh, Oh! Wait. Aw. Oh my god. Actually, I thought I was gonna fuck that up. Hold on. Camera, please! I think it's just kind of in a perpetual panic forever. Is it because you got shot through a cannonball? Okay. Also, another thing, I don't know if they would bother, but it would be cool that if they ever did like a remaster collection or something of all the Ape Escape games, including like I guess there's like a bunch of spin-offs and games that never came out in the West or something. It would be really cool if they gave you the option to switch between all the languages, but would any remaster typically do something like that? But it's just, I guess, like, to me, it's a little bit unusual to have 3 dubs, although, yeah. I don't really know what it's like in Europe. Like, if you wanted to play this game and you live in, what's a European country that has, like, a special language, like Russian? Is there a Russian dub of this? You never know. Thanks to Ari, we are in the golden age of remasters and remakes. Are we? I don't know. I feel like Capcom's a little bit neglectful when it comes to remasters. And some of the ones they've done have been like subpar. Like the most recent one was, what's it called? Dead Rising, and people don't typically like that one. So like in terms of remaster, if we're talking remaster and not remakes, the remaster of Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 1's remake, because it already existed. That one's not bad. It has some issues, but I would say that it's mostly like satisfying. Alright, so remember when I said that you can cheese this by just jumping in the water when it was piranha plants? Well, now it is lava, so we actually have to learn how to like do this. I'm gonna just have the net, because I'm more likely to succeed doing that than trying to hit him too. Oh! That's bullshit! So when I remember when I said earlier that whenever you catch a monkey with the net or like swing it, it actually moves your body? Hold on. Yo, every time you do it, it actually moves you forward, and that pushed me off. I mean, I guess I just gotta be careful and catch them on the edge with that in mind, but that was like kind of like irritating. English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian usually. I guess some regions just don't get like dubs for the most part, because I mean, I think it just costs more money, and a lot of game devs or publishers rather do not want to actually make 800 dubs. So eventually, people are just read subtitles. Here, we'll translate it technically into your language, but we're not going to hire a whole new voice team. They'd have gotten a little bit more though. Like it's like Resident Evil 6. It had like a German dub, and it had I think a French too. And Resident Evil used to not even have dubs. It used to only be English. Okay, what is this a button? Looks like it. No. Wait. Is it like... Can you make a path? Okay. And I think that's something that Astrobot did, is that you can, like, you pour water at lava and then it would harden it and then you could walk over. I guess I'll test the range on this, but I don't... This is kind of far. There's this one over here. So, oh, I'm stupid. The boat. I forgot. The boat's still here. So I'll use the boat to get over to this one. Oh, hold on. Oh, you can actually kind of slowly go if you hold only one button. You don't have to always hold both. It felt like you had to in the first game. Wait. I don't have to do the boat. Wait, if I want to 100% though, I probably do. But I'm not gonna worry. The only reason I don't think they'll make an Ape Escape collection is because they already ported the first game and the PSP remake to PS4 and PS5, and they ported the second game to PS4 years ago. Yeah, well, we can always hope, but it's not looking great. Like, a lot of these companies just don't bother because they don't think there's going to be enough of an audience. Because a lot of the people that are, like, you know, clamoring for an Ape Escape remaster, Ape Escape collection, whatever, it's like a lot of us are like oldies, old people, and they probably feel that not enough Zoomers and Gen under Zoomers are like asking for it. So it's like, oh, we could just wait for the oldies to die, and then we won't even have to hear them whining, and we save money by not putting work into these rare masters that probably not enough people will buy. I think enough people would buy it, but I think, you know, game devs, they are not game devs, publishers, they have like way too high expectations. If they don't make $5 bajillion, they just consider it a failure. Also, hello, Hal. It's a stage where boys' butts are on fire, which is not good. It's not good. It hurts them, and they yell like Mario. Also, hi, Mako. Ape Escape was 20 years ago. Yeah, it's old forever. Also, you know what? I forgot the game existed until I was watching the Never Knows Best video on, like, the history of horror games. I forgot that there was the new Alone in the Dark game. And I also didn't realize how many times that IP has tried to reboot itself, but I push the newest Alone in the Dark out of my mind because it was such a letdown. It's like, when you first get into it, it looks like it's really going to amount to something. Like, oh my god, this is it. They got survival horror down, and then you realize, oh, this is dumb, and this is linear, and this is really shallow. And it's missing the point of what made this genre, like, actually, like, fun for me. And I left it heartbroken, and then it failed, and then I think the dev studio closed down, so nobody won in the end. I wish I could know why it came out the way it did. Did they think, like, was it a conscious effort on the devs' part? Like, did they want it to be a shallower experience? Because, like, you know, I guess a lot of people think that old game design is bad, so we have to modernize it. So we gotta, like, take a lot of content out and make it more hand-holding. It's like, it works for some people appreciate it, but it's just crazy to think how like, a lot of good games actually fail. You know that? Like, the Dead Space, like, Silent Hill 2 remake did amazing, right? Dead Space remake didn't do well, even though it was good, and it did bad. And then Never Knows Best mentioned, I didn't know that, I think it was Mikami, I didn't know Mikami felt like that bad that, I mean, of course he would, but I didn't know he felt that bad that the remake of Resident Evil 1 didn't do good. Apparently he went into a depression because of it or something like that. And I would feel the same way. Like, imagine, like, you take your game, you remake it with, like, a lot of the same people. You put all of your effort into it, and it really shows. It's, to this day, it's still hailed as one of the best horror games of all time, as well as one of the best remakes of all time. But at the time, it didn't, like, pay off for him or anybody. And that sucks, man. That's just it. It's just very discouraging. Because then there's, I think there's like after effects of that. Oh, this game didn't do well, we're not going to do it again. But it was actually a good game. It just didn't get enough marketing or this or that, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Company's going to think, well, we shouldn't do it again. And that makes me so sad. I used to be sad about that, thinking, well, I don't really know how well Kirby Air Ride did, but I was always under the assumption that maybe it didn't do well enough, and that's why we weren't getting a sequel. Even though the issue with Kirby Air Ride is just that there wasn't enough content. They should have... They need to try again, which they're now finally doing, but God, it took forever to get to that point. Your gameplay is entertaining. Do you play Capsule Toy Machine? I do not. Also, let me scroll up and see what y'all up to. I'm definitely an old lion asking for oldie games to be remastered so I can relive nostalgic moments and berate the kids today for not knowing good games if Resident Evil 2 1998 hit them over the head, right? It's like, for me, the reason why I like to play old games, ones that I did play growing up and ones that I didn't play growing up, is because I feel like they are fundamentally more fun and engaging to actually play. I like the aesthetics that they would tackle. And it's not just because, oh, it's old. It's like, not necessarily. It's like, I would love for a modern game to kind of like have a similar setting as Resident Evil 2. Not because Resident Evil 2 setting is so old. It's really not. It's a city at night in a police station with zombies. Does that really sound overly vintage concept? It's like, no, it's like, that would be cool. I would want that, but we don't get that anymore. Like, maybe overall devs are like, oh, been there, done that. We got to try to do something new, or like chase current trends of what people want, which I don't even know what people want exactly. Also, hi, Kane. Wahoo! Plus, they only ported the PAL version of Ape Escape 2 because apparently the NTSC version was outsourced, and I guess they didn't feel like renewing that license, which is so annoying. Wasn't that a thing with Mega Man Legends? I remember before Mega Man Legends got any sort of port, there was talk that the reason why is like either definitively or theoretically because of the voice actors or something. Like they didn't want to like repay the voice actors or something like that, which is very discouraging and annoying. And another annoying thing is if you have a bunch of licensed music in your game, and you're like, well, we don't want to port this because then we would have to take care of that, so then they just don't bother. However, I guess the new workaround is replacing the music, which I think they did that, right? With like the Tony Hawk games or something? I don't remember what game it was. I never really got into those. I played the Alone in the Dark remake a few months ago. I was praying and hoping for that game to be amazing because Alone in the Dark needs some love. The franchise practically invented survival horror, but the devs burnt their money getting David Haber on board, which is like frustrating to me. Like, why would... there's two ways to look at it. It can be good for marketing. Look, it's our game, and look, you recognize this actor from this thing, and that can get some people to turn their heads, right? But on the other hand, it might not pay off, right? And all that money that goes to paying that guy to get his likeliness in the game forever, it could have gone to anything else. And that frustrates me. And it frustrates me about Kojima a little bit, but he has the money to do it. Kojima has the money to pay a ton of money to get like big actors in his shit and also make a good game. So I can't really swing at him for that. But if anybody else tries it, I'm just kind of like, don't do that. But I actually haven't interacted with too many other people who even played the new Alone in the Dark. Was it a common sentiment? Like, I know financially it didn't do well, but that doesn't necessarily mean that most people disliked it. It might just mean that most people didn't even know about it or didn't even play it. But am I crazy? Did other people see that game as being like really shallow and dull? It even got to a point, well, it got to a point where it had these very modern video gamey chase moments with the Shadow Man guy. But then again, we've had chase moments in older games too. It can't like act like that was the biggest issue of the game. It's just a little side thing. Maybe I'm just irritated because if it's a modern style camera and being chased, then I associate it with modern. But it's fixed camera being chased, then I'm not mad. Although I don't prefer it. At least he hit big with his next game after that. Oh, with Resident Evil 4, right? Yeah, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 did good. So, imagine your fully realized masterpiece doesn't sell well, and then your other masterpiece gets ported to PS2 behind your back. Oh, yeah. I heard that he was actually mad about that. I don't know why. Like, not the shit talk, but did Mikami not, like, realize that the GameCube was not a great deal for his games in the long run? Like, I think Resident Evil 4 did do really well on the GameCube, but why would he be in favor of exclusivity? Exactly. Like, if you're a game dev, don't you want as many people as possible to play your game? The people who want exclusivity are typically publishers, right? Which is understandable too, because it's like, oh, we need a reason for people to want to buy our console. Well, if we don't have any unique games, then people will be more likely to either go PC or go with the competition. So, he hated to develop games for PS2 since it was a pain in the ass. He also didn't like Sony. I don't know why though. Also, hi Mega. Also, hi Deep. Hey guys, how you guys doing? We're talking and chatting while I take a little break from the game, but I'm liking the discussion right now. The issue with Kirby Air Ride sequel was Sakurai was stuck in Smash Bros. Hell, I hope he could escape it forever. I feel really bad for him. Like, I'm sure he was paid a lot of money, but I feel like, I would assume as an artist that was a little bit limiting. Like, you're a game dev, and so much of your lifespan is being eaten away by one IP, and you feel like you can't exactly go on and do any other big projects because so much of your time is being, like, honed in on Smash Bros. But I'm speaking for him. I don't know if he's ever publicly said anything about it, but just how I would feel, that's how I would feel about that. So I'm really happy that Kirby Air Ride 2 is happening. Was that like his dream goal? Like, it's kind of interesting. Like, how did that come to be? Because I'm assuming Nintendo didn't opt for it, right? Because Nintendo's like, we have Mario Kart. Why would Nintendo think about doing another racing game, right? That's what all these companies seem to be doing, right? Like Capcom, I always use that as an example. As Capcom doesn't want to have 5 survival horror IPs it's balancing. It wants to have 1, you know? So I assume it would be the same thing for Nintendo. Nintendo's banking fully on Mario Kart, so why would Nintendo care about, like, Kirby Air Ride? Because they would assume it would not take off as much, or not have as much longevity. So I guess it would make sense that Sakurai, or maybe a friend of Sakurai, opted for it. Also, Ape Escape's going good. I am relieved that my opinion of not digging it as much as the first game isn't, like, radical and insane, and that 3 is liked more, so I feel a little bit validated because I don't want to have bad opinions. I try not to, although that rarely happens. Sakurai is the underdog of the gaming industry. Have you ever watched his video, or I'm actually gonna neglect chat for a tiny bit and play. Sorry. Have you ever watched his game devin tutorial videos? They're really insightful and helpful. Like, I really like the effort that he puts into them, and he highlights his points with visuals very, very well. But the thing that makes me sad is that they're really short, or at least the ones that I've come across. I don't want to watch a 5-minute video by Sakurai. I want to watch a 5-hour video by Sakurai. Oh, you know what's also really sad? Sorry if I get this wrong. Like, there is some kind of video game dev show that devs go up on a stage and they talk about game development. What is that called? I think that's fucking sick. And what makes me sad is thinking about how there's some of those that were, like, predating modern internet the way it is now. So I think a lot of those conferences or whatever, like, recordings of them don't exist, or they're lost to time. Because I think I heard that 3D modeler that Mina likes, that he did some, and thus it's gone lost in the wind because I don't think there's any way you can watch them. Who was he? He's the one that did the models for Quake. GDC, yes. I think the reason why I get confused is I mix that up with Games Done Quick. I think that's the charity thing. Yeah, Paul Steed. Is that's what we talked about, Mina, where Paul Steed apparently did go to some of those and give, like, conferences, right? Or we might have been thinking of another developer, but I just think that developers talking and sharing their experiences and giving tips on like all aspects of games is interesting. Like the one that me and Mina like to watch is the guy who led Fallout, Tim Kaine. I know I've shilled him before, but if you're interested in game development, I would highly recommend watching Tim Kaine videos. I'm not personally interested in game development. I don't think I really have a skill set to contribute to something like that, but I do find it interesting because I just like games. His videos are amazing. Also, Quake. I think Paulsty did stuff for Quake 1 and 2. I do not know when he passed away, though, so I don't remember how it was for the other games. But unfortunately, he passed away quite a while back at a fairly young age. Studied games development in college and university. Sick. I used to want to make a game, but doesn't everybody at some point? But only thing I know how to do is art, and I'm not even that great at that. One thing that makes that I feel a little bit bad about is, did I tell you guys that the barista that I know, he is a game dev, and he's an artist, and he wants to work on games, and he's amazing. He's not just like some run-of-the-mill like artist. He's like abnormally good. Like this guy could clearly get into the industry. And he's been working on like getting involved in what is that thing? Game Jam, but he keeps running into problems of he meets up with people online to do Game Jam stuff, and then all the other members have zero discipline. They're just wanting to like spam memes in their Discord. They're not wanting to work or anything. It's like I can't imagine how frustrating that is. Like being a small dev and you want to work on a project, but half of the battle is finding the right project to work on, whether it's the right project or the right people to work with, or both, you know? Feels like a complex field. Oh, hey, hi there, yeah. I knew if I just stayed still, he would probably just pop up near me. Even as not a game dev, they were really informative and interesting. They are. It's like, I feel like a lot of my enjoyment of autistic dissecting videos is just, I don't know if Nostalgia Critic and AVGN kind of broke my mind, but I kind of got into it there as a starting point, which kind of helped me start thinking a little bit more critically. And they were surface level. Nostalgia Critic and AVGN were not like the deepest critiquers out there. I would grow to like the ones that were more dissecty as time goes on. But I feel like it's just fun analyzing, and I guess it's just because I like started doing it at a young age. But I feel like it also helps you kind of figure yourself out. If you understand what you like and what you don't like, you can more clearly explain that with other people and talk with other people. And so if somebody asks you, why don't you like a game? You're able to say, well, this is why. And you can say like all kinds of like justification for it. And it feels nice to be able to communicate that. And I also like whenever, like, I always say that people who can explain things better than me I really admire. But I really do like when they're able to explain things more concisely than me, or whenever they're able to make me think of a perspective that I didn't think about before. Even as someone that studied game development and does games development projects in my spare time, I'm more invested in the history of the games industry from a consumer perspective and business perspective. Because it's fascinating, right? Yeah. Oh, there's two of them. Hey. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh, I wanted the shit. Oh. Where'd he go? I'm mad that I missed the cookie, though, so I'm gonna go back and get it. Also, let me scroll back up. I think Resident Evil 4 was specifically designed around the GameCube's capabilities, and when it was ported to PS2, it looked really bad. I guess if you're, like, concerned from a visual perspective, yeah. Like, from what I've seen, because, like, weirdly, I still have not played the PS2 version of Resident Evil 4, even though I have it. Hell, I had it sealed for a bit, and then I had to open it because when it arrived, the disc was rattling in it because, like, it popped out of the teeth. So I had to take the plastic off and do that. But it gives me motivation to actually play it, right? But now my PS2 is dying, so nothing worked out. Nothing worked out. Hey, I want to go there. Wait, can I? But wait, where was I? Oh, I guess that could make sense. That it's like, or maybe it's just like feeling like, why didn't you ask me? Like, why didn't you tell me you want to put this on PS2? Did they even properly, like, pay him for that or whatever? But maybe that was just it. Just like, wait, why did you make a decision with the game that I made without, like, even letting me know? I can understand being mad on just that alone. Because at that point, it becomes, like, a lack of respect, right? Can I? Oh, that's it? There better be, like, an entrance to this. Isn't this... What is this? Like a little... Oh, it's just a fucking banana. I thought I would be able to, like, go inside of it. So... I hope a new studio picks up the Alone in the Dark IP. I refuse to give up on that franchise because, like I said, it basically made survival horror my favorite genre of all time, and I wanted to do well as it possibly can and be held in the same regard of great genre greats like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Fatal Frame. It is sad, like, how much bad luck that IP has had. Hell, I feel like it's gotten a lot more revival attempts than other IPs, which is crazy, but it doesn't seem to pan out much. The IP seems to have, like, an identity crisis, kind of like how Resident Evil tends to go through. Also, I know what the old Alone in the Dark games look like, and then I saw, like, a tiny bit of footage of, I guess he's the main character or a protag of the new Nightmare. Why does he, like, look like a 2000s edgelord? There's, like, a 2000s edgelord with, like, long black hair that's swept back, and it looks so tonally different than the business suit redhead guy. A lot of the industry does that, or am I just going crazy? Wait, which thing? I thought you were a monkey in Apescape. You're just a boy. Sadly, yeah, we're just a human. Unless he's a monkey too. I literally didn't know the main villain was a monkey. New Nightmare is like a reboot. It's supposed to be the same character but different universe. Oh. And then I think that the new Alone in the Dark, it's not a remake. It's like kind of like a soft reboot. It's like a different cast and whatever, but similar ideas as the first game, if that makes sense. Soft reboot is whenever you are not trying to replace the old canon, but you want to hit similar notes as so-so installment. That's what Star Wars did. Yeah, so there was like, the new Nightmare was like, I think the first attempt to reinvent Alone in the Dark. And New Nightmare was like PS1 and Dreamcast, and I think somebody said it was technically PS2 as well. After that, it got a PS3 era. I think it was like 2008, 2005, Alone in the Dark. I think it was just called Alone in the Dark, and it's literally Resident Evil 6. Like, before Resident Evil 6, it's literally Resident Evil 6 before Resident Evil 6. It's absolutely fucking insane. And in a kind of good way. Kind of like, you know how, like, I really like Operation Raccoon City, even though it's, like, hot garbage? It's kind of like that. However, I haven't personally played it myself. It might be exhausting to actually play. Oh my fucking god. I hate this so much. I'm legit determined to play Operation Raccoon City. Is there like some effort to be able to play it on modern servers? Like, there might be a way I can technically get the game on Steam, but you can't, like, officially buy it anymore. Why can't I go? Come on! I'm doing the motion! Am I hitting, like, is it because of the stupid fog? Yeah, something's weird with Operation Raccoon City on Steam, and you can't buy it anymore. I would rather fucking burn. Yes, literally, literally, literally. Thank God. I was actually worried because sometimes if you do stuff like that, games will be like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. And then they'll like knock you back the way you came and you have no air control. Which I respect, If the game wants to like prevent me from doing what I do. Swing it again. Ow, what the fuck? I jumped. Oh, you weren't even swinging it yet. No! Did I do it? No. I actually never even bothered with an Umbrella Corps. I didn't even know Wesker was back. Because apparently he's fucking back. Oh my god, thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God. No, no! Yo, they made the cookies disappear way too fast! Even the beans. Make a horror video game tier list? I wouldn't even know how to do it. I wouldn't know where to start. Because sometimes it's apples and oranges, or it depends on my mood. How are are the servers for Umbrella Corp like still up? Wait. Is there a dead end? Which way is the dead end? Probably this way. Hello, Tornado. Hi. Okay. Actually, and you know what? I'll say that isn't this a thing that PS2 games would do a lot? Not just this game, but weren't there multiple games that it's either that they would do this kind of bluish haze effect, and or they would have like less contrast, like the shadows wouldn't be overly intense. Like, didn't PS2 do that quite a bit at times? Not all the time, because Devil May Cry, contrast would be pretty intense. Like, shadows would be outright, like, black at times. But I feel like in some other games, they would have this sort of look. But the thing, PS2 in F tier, it has to be. It needs to be. Also, I didn't remember this. I guess Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare is done by the Cold Fear devs, which makes me even more interested because I like Cold Fear. Wait a second. Wait, I think Never Knows Best did, I think he did mention Cold Fear. He was talking about how, like Cold Fear and some other game was coming out around the same time as Resident Evil 4. And, like, because they were coming out so close to each other... How do I say this? I can't word it as well as he did. But basically, Cold Fear didn't, like, fully resemble Resident Evil 4 because of how Resident Evil 4 is. Cold Fear was already kind of turning out the way it was on its own. And if there was any RE4 influences, it would have been like at the tail end that they added it. Also, hello, hi, thank you for the raid. How are you guys doing? We are just yammering on about, God, I don't even know like how we got to this point. Oh, we were talking about the Never Knows Best video. If you've heard of him, he did a new video covering the entire history of horror video games, which delights me. Thank you. Thank you for caring about horror games. We need to go and capture 14. What were you guys up to? Playing anything interesting? I think that video is probably in my top as well, just because of the subject matter, but I'll still always be very partial to his Lovecraft video. Did he do a video talking about the entire history of the Hitman games? I might have actually avoided that because I haven't fully played through Contracts or Silent Assassin, which, like, Silent Assassin's second game, Contracts third game, and then the first game I think is just called Agent 47. I don't know if I'll play the first Hitman because it looks like it'll be like way too brutal for me. But I do want to play 2 and 3 eventually. So I think I've been putting off that video because I don't want too many spoilers. Sometimes I'm like, no, I don't deserve to know unless I can play it myself. I thought he did. Then I might be mixing him up with another content creator. But he did do a video on the Deus Ex series, right? I'm pretty sure it was him that did a Deus Ex video. I've avoided that because I haven't played all of the new Deus Ex yet. Waiting for him to talk about the horror game Resident Evil. I don't feel like he will. Like, does Never Know Best ever typically talk about, like, just one game in detail? Doesn't he typically talk about, like, a group? Like, a genre? Let me see. Let me look at all what he's done since it's been a minute. I think he also streams too. Where are all the Skyrim killers? I haven't watched that yet, but I would like to. Okay, actually he has done videos talking about one singular game. He's got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, an in-depth critique. Oh, an in-depth look at romance in video games, huh? I don't know. I might actually watch that. I'm not interested in romance, and especially not so in video games. But if you felt it noteworthy to make an entire video on romance in video games, sure. An in-depth look at space exploration in video games. I don't know if I've seen that one. He also has like a video of the entire history of RPGs. Final Fantasy, an entire series, retrospective and analysis, 5 hours. That's so awesome. I feel like, I don't know if Resident Evil is like his type. I don't think he's gonna do it on that. Okay, I was right. He did do an entire thing on Deus Ex. Oh, you know what? I think I did see his Cyberpunk 2077 review. Because whenever that game came out, like, it was hyped up to hell. I remember being weirded out. I'm like, where's all this hype coming? Also, Zuzu, I didn't realize that you were the one that said that I'm just a boy. I don't know if you're still here, but hi, Zuzu. And hi, Merlin. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So, people out of the blue, to me anyway, were hyping up Cyberpunk 2077 as if it was going to be the greatest game of all time. And I guess I would later find out, it's like, oh, these are, like, white hair guy fans. What is that called? Witcher, that's it. It's the Witcher fans. And, God, they kind of, like, to me, it's like, I never noticed Witcher fans growing up my whole life. And then one day, suddenly, there's just an ocean of them. Because I guess Witcher 3 got really popular. But anyway, point is, they were hyping up Cyberpunk 2077 up to hell. And then when it came out, all I really heard is, oh, well, it's glitchy, and oh, well, it didn't deliver everything it said it would deliver. Thus, it is a 0 out of 10, the worst game of all time. And I remember being like, I'm not seeing anything that would make me write the game off, other than I'm not overly interested in its style aesthetic, if we're talking, like, general cyberpunk. But maybe I'm too dismissive. I have a really strong filter. But I ended up watching his review, and he was really fair to the game. He basically said, no, this is actually, like, a good game. Like, there's, like, good here. There's, like, work that needs to be done, and it didn't deliver on everything it wanted to do, but it's actually, like, a fine game. His video on bad games is funny because we as gamers do have a weird obsession with bad games. We kind of do because we're like mean, evil people and we see an easy target and we're all able to bond over our hatred of a thing. So we just like gather around some small crying entity and start kicking it. and then we all like look at each other like we're about to cry, like tears of happiness, and we start like doing bro handshakes and like hugging each other, and like we hug each other and we start jumping up and down like yeah, I hate this too. Do you? Yeah. It is weirdly enough in a very effective way of bonding is hating something, because you feel like you've made a connection with somebody that they have a similar opinion as you. What about if you are the person who enjoys a game most people think are bad? Probably a very painful life, because you're just a little guy and you want to spread the good word that it is heckin' valid and nobody will believe you. I don't think I've ever liked something that I would ever consider universally loathed, kind of. Like the closest is Cold Fear, but I don't think people even really hate Cold Fear. I think it's just strong indifference to Cold Fear. So I've never really felt like, well, wait, Bayonetta 3, but that was just at first. It didn't take long before like the Bayonetta 3 antis would kind of start surfacing. So me and my brethren, you know, I have brethren in this regard. Hold on. Oh my goodness. The last time I was that person was Valkyrie Elysium. Most people said the game was mid or worse, but I loved it and completed it 6 times. I think that if you're like a nice person and you like lots of modern games, there's gonna probably be a lot of like old bitter haters. I do feel bad to be that person. Like I don't enjoy being like. There's a part of me that enjoys being a hater because it like enhances my passion for what I do like, and my longing for the things that I do like that I don't get. But it also sucks because I'm definitely like the Debbie Downer. Like, yeah, you like this game? Oh yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 to me. And they're like, oh, that's my favorite game of the year. And I'm like, oh, yeah. It just makes me an asshole. I'm sorry. I can't help it though, that we just... generational differences or personality differences. We all just like different things. And I don't blame anybody if they ever get salty at some of my takes, because when people talk shit about my like tank controls and fixed camera and stuff, I'm like, whatever. Because a lot of us, we have so much love in our heart for the things that we like, and they kind of represent an aspect of our soul. And I do mean that. I think a lot of us, like, are the games we like, anime we like, it represents a really deep, intimate part of our hearts. Is this slip and slide? It is. I freed you. I've saved you. Was that a red one? Wow! Wow! When I played Astrobot, I don't even remember the ice being particularly slippery. But I'm a robot, so maybe I had built-in features that made it easier. I agree, you wouldn't be the same person if you hadn't encountered the media that you like, right? I do see it as a criticism though sometimes, and I kind of respect haters, even if it goes against me. I see people, they have this sentiment of they do not like people who are defined by the things that they like. Does that make sense? Although that's, I guess it's a little bit vague when you put it that way, because it's like, well, doesn't everybody like something? What does that mean? But it's like, I get it too. Like, there's got to be more to you than what video games and anime you like. But I'm also like, well, if we're talking about me, what is there to me other than video games and anime? I don't really know. I think I am one of those people that's just defined by what I like. Because whenever I create like profiles on social media growing up, all it typically is hi, I draw, and I really like this, 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 and this, and this. So how do you distinguish like what is you aside the things that you like? What is it? What's an example of that exactly? It's part of your identity, but the thing is some people don't have an identity other than their one hyperfixation. You have an identity. So is it people critiquing people who have one fixation, which is, I don't know how I feel about that, because I actually like the people that have one singular fixation. Because it's like, oh, I'm in the mood for subject A. Oh, dude, I literally know a guy that's all he is subject A, dude. And then you kind of like go to them to get your fix too, and they're happy to talk about it too, because it's like, oh my god, you've cycled back to my perma fixation. I'm so happy. Or like when it comes to content creation, it's like cool, like, oh, like creators that all they do is like play like one IP or game or something. And thus because they do that, they hone their focus and skill at that thing so well. Oh yeah, oh, you're the one that likes the Thing game. Honestly, if you like it, like, you can't help what you like. There's gotta be some trait in it that makes you enjoy it. Because there's definitely flawed things that I like, and if somebody else were to play it, they'd be like, I don't know, I can't get into it because of this XYZ, and I'd be like, oh, that doesn't bother me. Whoa! No! Okay, I'm in a fucking loop! Getting fucking mad! Fuck! Fine, I'll just leave! I'll just start from the beginning, because this isn't working out. The people whose whole personality is the Harry Potter horse sorting. But that's an example of, like, the one fixation type person. But I guess it can be annoying, especially if it's nerdy. But people are more judgmental depending on what the fixation is, right? Like, does anybody ever go, God, I hate that dude that likes submarines a lot. Fuck that dude. Like, nobody really does that. It depends on what the interest is. So if it's like Harry Potter or Disney adult, that's one of the things that people like to kind of punch at. Like, oh, you're a Disney adult. Or, oh, you like Harry Potter and it's your whole life. Those are the ones that kind of get bullied the most, I feel. Or sieged at. Huh. No. I did it. Whoop! This one is pink. People are they really mean to the train people? It must suck, because it's like train people or train interests are the go-to example of like the tism. But trains do sound kind of awesome. But I mean, I'm gonna be real. There's like lots of cooler stuff besides trains. But how can you fault anybody for like being hyperfixated by trains? I think another thing is, a lot of it, yeah, it's personality and how you present your hyperfixation. I think everybody has a different tolerance level, so there's some people to where their brain comes across as like broken, they're broken and fixated on a thing, and they don't really know when the time or place to project that fixation on others, right? So you're trying to talk about subject A, and then somebody just wants to talk about subject B and it doesn't fit. It's just like kind of like out of the blue. It's not the right spot for it, right place, right context, and it just feels like it like kind of like a AI programming or something. But it just depends on the specific person if it's annoying or not, you know? It's like I can understand maybe people not liking that kind of thing. I'm scrolling back up. Cyberpunk 2077 cyberpunk aesthetic is boring as fuck. Can you elaborate on that? Because I know that I don't like it, and I can't quite say what's wrong with it. Like, it's got neon lights. It looks like it takes place in a city. So why do I have such an issue? Well, not like I'm not offended. I'm just not interested. Like, why am I more interested in Deus Ex, especially older Deus Ex, not the newer Deus Exes? Why am I more interested in like old Deus Ex than I am like Cyberpunk 2077? Is it because Cyberpunk 2077 looks like a synthwave music video, and original Deus Ex looks more chill? It looks like a real city almost, like down to earth. Like it's not trying to do so many bells and whistles. It did get more like fantastical with the more modern ones though. But I even like those a little bit more than like Cyberpunk 2077. Is it like the flashing neon corpo friendly anti-corpo thing? Maybe. Who do you play as? Like, it feels like you play as somebody like, I don't know how to word it without sounding weird. And then another example of cyberpunk that I really like is like Batman Beyond. But that's not fair, because it's like, oh, that's goth cyberpunk. Of course I would like the goth thing. Whoa! They eventually removed the piss filter in a director's cut, right? And they like, I guess they fixed the bosses. That's the Deus Ex game, the first one with the piss filter. No, not the first one. The first of the newer ones. I played that one a little bit, but I had just finished the original Deus Ex and I was kind of burnt out. I'm not typically one to play an RPG and then go play another RPG immediately after. Same thing with Souls. Like after I played and finished Bloodborne, I went on to try to immediately play Neo, and I'm like, I think I'm tired. Not in a I hate this, in a I just need some rest. Wait, you hear that? Wait! Oh. They're adhering to the waterfall rule. Like, from what Never Knows Best kind of showed about the Cyberpunk game, while it doesn't seem to aesthetically be like my ideal Cyberpunk game, I feel like if I were to just play it for what it is, I might actually enjoy it as a game. But because I'm not seeking it out for its aesthetic, it kind of bumps it really low down on my games that I want to eventually get to, because there's games out there that gameplay-wise look like they would appeal to me, and aesthetically and narratively appeal to me more. If that makes sense. It's like you gotta have that filter to kind of help guide you on, like, what do I play? I want to play 800 games. Well, you can't play 800 games in 1 year, maybe. So you need to narrow it down, and you need to come up with any system to help you do that. Yeah! 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 Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Cream. It's just boring. It doesn't have any personalities. It feels like they went, okay, we're making a cyberpunk city. What do we need? Neon lights. Check. High saturation colors. Check. Shiny body implants. Check. So if you were to adjust anything about it, is there anything in particular that you would cite as something that you would want them to take inspiration from? I thought of another good example of a cyberpunk that I really, really like. I sound like such a boomer dude, but like Blade Runner. Like, and the version of Blade Runner I saw is the one, it's like one of the director's cuts where they add a little bit more effects, and it looks good. It's like really cool. I really love that movie a lot. I really like its aesthetic and how it does everything. Kind of makes me think of Deus Ex, where it doesn't look like you're in necessarily just some magical world with like neon lights everywhere. Beyond what is in real life currently, like I guess if you go to cities with all kinds of billboards, there's neon lights in that regard, but there's something that feels a little bit down to earth and kind of relatable too. Does that make sense? Is Kinetica I don't think I'm familiar with Kinetica. Parapetia. Oh, I saw Mina play that game. Parapetia looks like it's okay, but it looks like it might be very sandboxy style for me. And I get a little bit bored by sandboxy, but I mean, would you consider this sandboxy? Like, or I might be fundamentally misremembering how to use the term sandboxy, but I feel like, I don't know. From what I saw, it just seems like you have to, like, you just roam around a box and kind of figure out what to do. And there's like definitely an audience for it. I just don't know if I'm the audience. Oh, and you know what's sad is there was this game that was coming out, and it was, oh shit, I can actually, okay. There was a game that was coming out. Oh, I forgot to put away the ghosts. You guys have been here for too long, it's fine. That was really hyped up. Fortune's Run. I remember seeing like a little bit of like the first level or something, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. It's got that kind of like Night City, but brown color palette to it, brown and green, and it looked really nice. And then I watched Mina play a little bit of it, and it's like, oh, you are being trained by some feng shui master, and you're in a forest, and there's like a bunch of mechanics that you don't really need, and the main girl is really cringe, like she's really cringe trying to seem cool. And it's such a superficial reason to write it off, but I admit that it kind of was like hard to stomach. Especially because it felt like it was taking too long to get to the cool stuff. But I think Mina will eventually try it again, and I'll watch. I wouldn't mind watching to see like how the game gets whenever it gets to the meat of it. I see what you mean about this game. It's not bad looking, but the PS1 aesthetics are so much stronger. This one, like Ape Escape. Doom Guy, are you interested at Odal and Fortune's Run? I wrote that game off because it seemed a little bit kind of cringe and not get into what I wanted aesthetically. Was I already in here? How many more monkeys do I need? I like realistic settings in video games for some reason. Can you give me some examples? I think Fortune's Run was the main one we were we were talking about Fortune's Run, and then we were also talking about Parapetia. But I haven't personally played Parapetia. I just watched a little bit of Mina play it, and Mina would get lost. Okay, this is its little own self-contained area. I think I'm done here. I think I need to just go back. Kinetica is basically cyborg racing games. When did it come out? Gmod and Minecraft are sandbox. Wait, is Minecraft sandbox? Have any of you played a horror game called Dread Out? Is that the one? Is it a Korean game? Also, Kinetica was 2001. Okay, I don't think I've heard of it. Oh shit, oh fuck, where'd the thing go? Oh, my perspective failed me. My fault though in this case. Oh my god, they really make me need to get my timing down, dude. Whoa. This is harder than it looks. I saved you! I saved you! Wait, what the hell? It's like he teleported to my net, or I did the sideways motion, which is kind of hard to do. Like, when I'm facing this way, if I hold forward, it'll do that, but if I'm facing this way and then I hold left or right, sometimes it just makes me change directions, and then other times it'll do the swipe. It's like kind of inconsistent. I think aesthetically Fortune's Run looks really cool, but I heard some stuff about the writing that makes it sound like it's really, really in over its head thematically. It's like, it's just, from what I saw, it's just like a little cringe. But man, the aesthetics are on point. They make me think, if I remember correctly, you know that look that the Oddworld games have, where it's a very particular 90s gritty style. And I think a lot of those games would have emphasis on metal textures and shit. Metal textures and kind of like oldish looking, like old new tech, like pipes and stuff like that. What am I supposed to do? Should I do the hula hoop? I'm more likely to get hurt. If you've ever seen Alita Battle Angel, Kinetica is almost exactly like the battle racing from Alita. So I've never seen Alita Battle Angel, but I watched some of the OVAs, and the OVAs were really cool. That's another example of like cyberpunk I like, is if you watch the Madhouse OVAs for, they call it Gunma. Those are so cool. I think part of the appeal also is like, some cyberpunk aesthetic is like clearly like 80s. Like they would have like certain like punky mohawk styles and stuff, and you see it and you're like, oh yeah, the 80s punks. I think that was one reason, is that from what I saw of like Cyberpunk 2077. It doesn't have 80s punk. It has modern punk, and I don't like modern. I'm getting pissed off and angry! I hate this! Come here! Ah! This is bullshit. Come over here! Yes! Alright. Mood improved. Hey, look, speaking of racing. Oh, whoa, my bad. Wait, I'm sorry. I was just, I don't know, you were not getting in the boat thing. Oh, it's done. Fortune's Run looks a lot like Dark Forces. Is Dark Forces the Star Wars game? The one that's Doom-esque? Oh, Platinum. When I asked Platinum earlier what he means by realistic settings, he said GTA Resident Evil. I can kind of vibe with that. Where it doesn't feel like you're in some magical place, it just feels like you're in a town, but maybe it's a little crazy. Maybe there's zombies or something in it. I feel like I could agree with that. I've never actually thought about my preferences in, like, universes. Exactly, because I'm okay with, like, fictional shit. Like, it doesn't have to be, like an actual, like, country or something. It can be, like, some made-up thing. As long as it's fun and happy. I respect that. Alright, so... The Lost... Oh, Dinosaurs! I love Dinosaurs. Oh yeah, wasn't that like a huge focal point, kind of Ape Escape 1? Was Dinosaurs? Not that they didn't dabble in different aesthetics. Maybe I'm just associating Ape Escape 1 as being dinosaur core because the first level was dinosaur. Are you a friend? Whoever made this tier list I'm doing is reaching with the games they're classifying as horror. Okay, so what are some of the ones that you don't agree with? Because sometimes, like, horror is a little bit vague. If you say something is horror, it doesn't really give you a description that's clear on what the thing is going to be. Because you can be a game and not have horror-esque gameplay, but you're still horror because of, like, your tone. Because you could consider Devil May Cry kind of horror, but it's certainly not just a horror game. It's a different kind of game, but with, like, horror aesthetic. Ah! Oh my fucking god! Jesus Christ. Yes. Alright. Oh, I remember one of these, I couldn't figure it out. Like, I was doing it properly, or at least I think it was, and then I could never get the monkey to come out. So I'm assuming that I aim at this. And then it flicks like that. It just happens. It's like I remember in the Never Knows Best video. I don't know if you know of that guy, Doom guy, but I'm a big fan of him. And in his video, he basically highlighted how the horror genre, there wasn't really like a agreed upon formula back in the day for what a horror game should be. They were just kind of like random. Sometimes they would be platformers. Sometimes they would be like weird little chase games. And then like certain games like Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil kind of came around and gave survival horror specifically kind of like a formula. And then a lot of horror games started kind of mimicking that. It just kind of highlights that like horror, like there's no one formula for a horror game, because horror essentially is like a feeling, it's a tone. But there are ways that you can make a gameplay have the philosophy of horror, which is my favorite. That's why I like survival horror. Whoa! It's Resident Evil 4 reference. games like Dead Island, Dying Light, Bloodborne. Bloodborne is horror. Like, absolutely, in terms of, theme and aesthetics. It's more actiony than Souls, but I mean, technically you're pretty vulnerable. Like, they're hard games, quote. Some people would disagree that they're hard, but I mean, essentially they're hard. Harder than the average game to most people, like the Souls type stuff. Dead Island, I mean, dead people, zombies, killing people. I mean, killing people's not really a horror, but zombies are just kind of like unanimously agreed to be just a horror thing, typically. Regarding Dying Light, same thing, right? I mean, I played Dying Light. It's not overly scary, I guess, in tone, but like whenever it's nighttime, it can be kind of eerie, so I don't necessarily think it's terrible to give them the horror label. I feel like it makes sense. And you consider some games horror because of different reasons, like existentialism. Like Fallout isn't a horror game, but some people can consider post-apocalyptic settings to be horror. Exactly, right? And doesn't Fallout have creepy tone at times? I think like sometimes some people just disagree on something being scary or not. Like, would I typically consider like post-apocalyptic desert wasteland? Do I feel like uncomfortable being in those? Like, do I find them kind of scary? It's like, not necessarily, at least me personally, but I can see why somebody else would think so. But I think it would be a little bit down low on the horror aesthetic, like, meter, right? I would consider Blood a horror game, even though it's not necessarily scary, but its atmosphere, designs, music, literally everything else is so drenched in horror, tones, and themes. Like, absolutely. Blood is 100% horror, and that's why it's so cool, because it's like, oh, it's a boomer shooter game. It plays like a boomer shooter, but you got the code and an aesthetic of horror. And it's like, oh, but it's not scary. It's not supposed to be. It's just have fun. It's like, ooh, spooky land, haha. And then you just shoot your way through everything. Would you call Dead by Daylight a horror game? Technically. Technically, it's a bunch of weakish humans versus a serial killer that can literally demolish you, and you have to kind of like outsmart the killer. And a lot of it is horror IPs kind of being thrown in. It's technically a horror game. It's an asymmetrical horror game, but yeah, it's horror and it's theming. Consider, yeah, like, there were some aspects of Super Metroid that felt like horror because, I mean, alien, you know? It's like, Alien 1 is horror. Aliens? Does Aliens classify itself officially as horror, or does it classify itself as, what the fuck do you even call action movies? Action? Or do they officially call it action horror? But that's what Aliens is. Aliens is still technically horror in theme and subject and aesthetic and everything. And then I don't remember if Terminator 1 gets classified as horror, but in ways it really does feel like it in its presentation. But I guess you could say it's like, no, it's more like thriller. Even when it is kind of scary, that's the thriller aspect. Aliens is classified as sci-fi horror? Okay. It's like, what, out of curiosity, what exactly entails horror versus thriller? It's like, I guess thriller doesn't have to be like spooky, which I... Damn you! Damn you! Damn you! Damn you! You stupid asshole! I hate you! Ah! He's too smart! Wait! I have this pheromone. Wait! Leave me alone! Hold on. Oh my fucking god. What? Okay, he doesn't got the range for this. I don't think this works on just anyone. Only, like, designated spots. Okay. You're... He's so fucking aggressive. I don't want to use stealth mechanics. Don't make me think! Okay. What's my... I could try, like, the other ammo type. Oh my fucking god. aggressive. Oh my god, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Fuck you, I hate you. Stupid dumbass bastard. God, it's like your basic jump is so fucking wimpy. It's like, no, you always gotta double jump. I shouldn't have to double jump for these basic ass stairs. No! No! Oh, okay. Can't see. Stop it, you dumbass camera. I hate you. Oh. Ah!
No,
It's not fair.
it's no use.
What I think makes a lot of horror media feel like horror is a feeling of helplessness and loneliness in the face of terror, at least for me. Even when you can fight back the power of balance. Wait, even when you can fight back the balance of power should never be totally tipped in your favor. That's kind of how I feel about Resident Evil, kind of for the most part. But whenever you become, like, overly familiar with Resident Evil, you realize, like, how, like, not a threat everything is. I haven't played Halo, but I've seen, like, bits of it. I don't know if aesthetically I would overly be into it. But I really should give it a chance. No. Yes. From what Mina said that Halo kind of feels like it's just a downgrade from, like, FPS. So it's like I haven't been in a hurry to, like, really check it out, but it does seem very beloved. And I saw what the remaster did to it. Took away all the atmosphere that Halo had. I didn't know that Halo actually had, like, kind of like a moody environment, whatever. It was, like, kind of cool. The fact that the wings actually get in the way make me really have to... Wait. Oh. Yeah, like, it's one of the remasters that let you toggle with the button, which is pretty based. Oh my god. Ah. Oh, yeah, la, la. Hello, Machina. Hi. What, is that rain? I don't know why it looks weird. How many more? Oh my god. This is a huge level. Are the flood levels the library, though? I heard that there's a library that they make you go through, like, back and forth over and over, and it's got, like, the same layout. It's just, like, repetitive or something. I've been warned that it's kind of like, but maybe that's not that's a flood level, not the only flood level. Mina is just a PC hater, no offense, but Halo is designed for consoles, which ultimately is kind of a detriment when PC is just better. Fair enough. Also, hello, let me translate what you said. Hopefully it was super nice. Nice things, right? Konnichiwa. This piranha will crush Jimmy's balls. Alright. Thank you in Japanese. It's like, I asked you to translate, you stupid damn AI. I didn't ask you to say you're welcome. Like, God, these AI, I just hate, like, my Japanese friend told me, use ChatGPT for translations. And it's like, alright. And it's like, because she said that it's actually, like, a lot more accurate than using DeepL. So I use it because she just wanted, like, us to be able to communicate better. So that's the only reason why I use it. It is such a pain. I know arigato, but I don't know how I need to copy and paste the kanji to be able to, like, write it back to them. But very, very, very annoying actually talking to ChatGPT. I feel like Halo is really neat when it's outdoors, and then when it's indoors, it's the most boring game you've ever played. So is the level design just, like, really just hallway or something? Oh my god. Just get up. Get out. I'd rather play Unreal, personally, if we're gonna do, like, some kind of sci-fi boomer shooter. I guess, like, Halo we would consider boomer now, right? gonna have a nervous breakdown. Ugh. Why is your jump so fucking bad? Why? You just no fucking... You don't go anywhere. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna have a... Are you kidding me? I can't play this game anymore. It's making me so mad. Die. Stupid bastard. Stop! God, he has a fucking shield! Damn it! Get off of me! Fine, I hate you. Goodbye. I'm leaving. I'm mad because they slip through you. They're like soap or something. You know what triggers me almost as bad? Remember, like, you ever in the shower and then like a strand of hair gets caught on your hands, and no matter what you fucking do, it won't get off of you. That's how I feel. When I got a limit. Like, okay, it's been like, damn it! Oh shit! Ah! Sorry. Are you like after me, or are you like on a path then? What's going on? Yeah, he's on a path and he's not actually like after me, I think. Alright. My mood is improved. Therapy number 1. Okay, alright, we lost it. Alright, I'm back to 0 mental health. Okay, mental health +1. But you are... Oh, he's really fast. Okay. Die! Nah! Alright, mental health +2. Eek. What was up with the hula hoop and yo-yo agenda in the 90s and early 2000s? And I do be saying there was a yo-yo agenda then. Why? Like, I think I've seen people mention it before, and it's like, yeah, why? Why did they always like brain like a guy to teach you yo-yo tricks? That manipulative marketing. They were trying to up the yo-yo sales. And they're like, no, Nickelodeon commercials ain't good enough. We're gonna bring the commercial to you. Come here, stupid bitch. Is that why Kelia had a yo-yo? Hunter x Hunter was 90s. That's why he had a fucking yo-yo. He fell into the agenda. And skateboarding. I think skateboarding was pushed a bit. Like, I mean, skateboarding's been a thing, but I think 90s was when it was really taken off. Actually, when did skateboarding, like, become a thing, literally? Yo-yo performers were like street performers. They were definitely impressive. No. No! I think they would be still if the smartphones didn't destroy the market, toy market. Yeah. Because why would kids want to like... Yeah. Why would kids want to like play with the yo-yo when they could, you know... But sometimes, I guess it depends on your family. Like, if your family has, like, a trade or an interest, if you grow up in a family of farmers, there might be a chance that you will become a farmer kid. And then you become a farmer teenager, and then you grow up into a nice, beautiful farmer adult. Which is cool. Because it's like, oh, easy access. Like, you're a kid and your family happens to own horses. So now you have a higher chance at getting introduced to horses than somebody who doesn't. Okay. What am I supposed to do against this guy? Like, nothing. It's crazy. It's absolutely it's crazy. He's so... Can't see what's going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stay away from me. Fuck. Oh my god. He's so reactive. He's so strong. Well, I don't actually need to get this monkey. Like, they give you, like, a lot on the level. It's just if you want 100%. And I don't do that. No! Yes! Yay! easy. How many more? 5 more. Alright, so I went this path. I came from here. And then this was like... the dinosaur. T-Rex. This is where I'm gonna miss a jump. Because I got no momentum, so I tried to jump in advance because I wasn't sure how long that would be sitting there. How many lives do I got? Or, I'm sorry, vests? How many vests do I got? Enough. This is nothing 8-year-olds in the NES era had Batman. Right, like, I have, like, I have friends from the 80s, and they basically say that 90s games are little baby games. And it's like, compared to 80s, yes. No, I can't take it any- Okay, I'm okay. Fucking Christ! Fucking goddamn it! Can kids not jump or something? Give me control. Oh, I accidentally broke my controller. Hello? Oh, come on. The wire got tugged. Uh-oh. The wire got tugged a little bit. I didn't do my game. It crashed. Are you kidding me? Hey! I didn't do anything! That's not fair. Give me my fucking game back! I didn't pause it. Hello? Unpause. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Got it. I don't know. I don't think so. I hate this game. I hate this game. This is probably not where I'm supposed to go. And I'm hot and sweaty. Okay. Easy. Mental health back at 1, I think. It was at 2, but it dropped. Mental health back at 3. No, mental health back at 2. 2 plus. I was born in the early 90s, but grew up with an NES. I could never beat any of those games when you were a kid. Some kids were built different, but I think even back then, I wouldn't say that all kids back in the 80s, they were all able to beat ghosts and goblins. It's like, no, probably a lot of them played as much of the game as they could, and then they would get filtered out. And probably it was like teenagers that were getting through those games. That's gonna be my guess. Because, like, sometimes kids would have more free time. They would be more persistent, but I think kids also have a limit as well, to where kids will be like, I can't figure this game out. And then they stop. Because I'm absolutely sure some kids out there must have been able to beat, like, some of these crazy NES games. Like, there has to be some kids that have beaten the original Mega Mans. But the amount of dedication and skill that would have required is impressive. Because, God, I cannot, not that game. Old Mega Man, I just can't do it, man. What am I supposed to hit you, like Mario? Technically I have this. It's like, as like a pretty young kid, I was able to beat Mario 64, but I mean, relatively speaking, if we're comparing Mario 64 to NES games, I mean, who would exactly say that Mario 64 is particularly hard? All right. That actually worked out. I don't know if that was the intended thing, but... Oh, here's our other path. I don't remember us going through the... Yeah, we didn't go through here. Okay. But I do need health right now. And is the 90s era whenever, like, life systems stopped mattering? Because in NES games, well, I don't know how it worked for all of them. Like, some NES games, if you ran out of lives, it was game over. You would have to start over again from the very beginning with your limited lives again. So you would have incentive to keep improving. You should stop dying on the early levels because you need those lives for the later levels. That's how it worked, right? Or were there some games where, I don't know, I mean, 90s games typically, like this game, this has lives. What will happen if I die, right? If I lose my little vests, what happens? Just have to load the game. Like, yeah, and would devs put, like, I know there were spots that could be exploited to get a ton of lives, but was that intentional by design? You might have been the one that told me, because there was some game, like, where that was a thing, and I was trying to figure out if it was intentional or, like, a oversight. And I think most people said, no, that type of stuff was intentional. There's, like, one spot in Mega Man X where it's, like, before the final boss, and there is a abyss you can drop down, but if you go to the right wall or something and you slide all the way down, there's this like little spawner thing, and you can just, if you keep wall jumping, you will keep hitting these little things and you're getting something from it. I think it's like health. I don't think it was lives. I think it was health, something like that. That's an intentional thing, right? 100%. Have you downloaded the Japanese keyboard extension? No, I don't need to do it. It's like I just like type the phrase that I want to say, and then I just hit translate. Password systems had you put in an entire hex code. Oh, the fucking I forgot about that. Yeah, sometimes it would be the entire alphabet. I'm grateful that I didn't have to engage with that much, because I would lose patience with that. But I guess it's better than having to start over if you have some kind of... Come on. Wait, he teleported into my shit. There was no way that I fairly caught him. You made your horror game tier list? There's a lot of horror games out there. Hopefully you didn't miss a single one. So what's on your list? Kirby on NES was pretty forgiving, but I didn't get that one until I was a teen. Oh yeah, I played a little bit of the original Kirby back when it was like black and white. That wasn't too hard, although in Kirby games I do get hit a lot, but I would always like make it. Like I just go by. Kirby's kind of like on the easier end, but if you're trying to go for a no-hit run, I feel like it's kind of hard to never not get hit. Or maybe that's just me. Uh-oh. With the extension, you can just type what you want in Romanji, and it automatically converts it into katakana or hiragana. And you just push the Windows key. Too many stamps. I also don't always know all Romanji. I know some, but I'm not like actively trying to like learn Japanese or anything. I just sometimes need to communicate with some people. And we all just use translators because it's easier that way. I wish I had the discipline to actually learn another language, because that would be kind of fun. But I'm just waiting for the sci-fi chips where we can install them in our heads, and then we automatically know a new language. What are you saying? Cream Boy. What are you saying? No! Damn you, Cream Boy! I was trying to focus and speaking to me. I don't want... That phrase might be evil. What are you saying? No! No! Oh my god, I'm gonna crush it. I can't take it. My mental health is in shambles! Oh my god! Get it! Stop! Oh, I have the net out. Asshole bastards. Adult woman plays game for children. Freaks out. It translates to, here is a phrase. Oh, based. I didn't know you were Japanese. I feel like a no damage runs are rough no matter what game. I've done a few games, Deathless, but that's about it. Like, I've seen people do it, and it's just crazy because it requires, like, lots of memorization and really training your muscle memory. And I tend to, like... I'll learn from my mistakes, kind of, but there's a part of my body that just wants to make the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, you ever, like, you just fought a boss, you died again, you know when you're supposed to jump, and yet you keep not doing it. It's like my brain's kind of like that. I have to fight with it. But I saw somebody do no hit run in Bloodborne, including the DLC. It was amazing. Flawless. But it's like, I could never do something like that because I can't even, like, get through original Mega Man. Like, normally. And a lot of those kind of games, they require you to just, like, learn muscle memory, kind of. Good reaction time. studying for about 3 years now. When I watch Japanese streamers, I understand roughly 20% of what they say and can fill in the gaps with translators and known context. Sometimes get lost, sometimes but I'm good at it. That's cool. That's like a lot better than a lot of people can do. And I usually feel bad because whenever I talk to anybody who speaks another language, oh shit, that was fast. Whenever I talk to anybody who speaks another language, they will typically know a little bit of English, but I think English is like considered a standard, so most countries default to teaching kids a little bit of English. It's not giving me any openings. Oh my god. Wait, I'm supposed to just mash him brainlessly? Oh, well shit, if I had known that. Oh. Alright, this is peak. Oh my fucking god, he just did a wrestling move on a T-Rex, dude. Ah! I'm dead. Hello, Cody, hi. Alright, let's go. Oh, I can't, like, oh, come on, I can't, Oh, what? I can't just do it whenever I want? I have to wait for, like, oh, wait. I kinda can? I just have to be mindful when I initiate it.
Yeah, right.
You know what the coolest move I've been thinking about lately is? Oh. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to do the whole level again.
Why you?
That move that Blade does in Blade 2, when he grabs the guy, and he's holding the guy upwards, upside down, and then him and the guy, like, just, like, free fall flat on his back. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, right.
No! This again? What, this is your gimmick? I thought I was gonna, oh, come on! I can't tell! Ah! He fucking gassed me! No! Ah! What is this? What, is your stomach hurt? I can't do it. I don't got it. Oh, have a good study. Or work. You're working. But thank you for dropping by. Oh, come on. Oh. How many lives do I got left? I think I'm dead. Uh-oh.
You wimp. Why you?
I don't know why he was struggling with it. Go where I was aiming. Come on, get on your stupid dumbass dinosaur. Oh. It's like I'm actually safe if I stay away from the dinosaur. Like, one mistake that I was making is I would, like, try and, like, run up and jump over the shockwave, but if I literally just stay on the edge, I don't even have to, like, worry about that. Yes. I think that counted as hitting him. I think I got iframes because I technically, like, knocked him out, sort of. Oh. Alright, so being in the corner is actually safer. Uh-oh. I wasn't, like, fast enough. Fuck! Come on, this is my last life! No! Ow! No! No! Stop! No. Oh my god! What, it counted my other hits? I thought it's like if you do a chain, you have to finish the chain, otherwise it doesn't work. No! That's not fair, you asshole! Oh my god. I don't want to think! I hate thinking! Shut up, Cassio, you are dumb. I really don't like that it's making me have to be passive in my fighting. I do not want to think. Good, I win. I'm the #1. I'm the winner. Yeah, that's right. I beat the children's game. Oh, right. Doesn't look like I could fit in that, but... I did it! Easy! First try. Oh, my little monkey! My little merchandise! Alright, off to eBay. Oh god, not the Ash Ketchum
This is
fake
no
anime
time for
laugh.
celebration,
I don't
young
like that
Timmy.
about anime
It
dubs.
seems that Spectre kidnapped Pippochi to get the
I can't do
data
fake
Unzi
laughs
needed
even
to
if I
finish
try.
his lethargy laser. Now
Pip-
that they've input the
Pippochi.
data, it won't be long before they
Escapes
fire
the
the
kawaii
laser.
little place.
You must hurry.
Pumpkin? No. It's over. I'm still the winner. The perfume that he would have is most overpowering. Or he can rub himself on this girl. She's probably got some kind of cute kawaii girl mist. And it can cancel things out. And now he smells like nothing again.
You're getting closer to Spectre's base.
How close are we talking, old man?
It's going to get harder from now on. Do your best.
Harder than what I just went through? Bro, it was like, dude, you should have seen me, girl. It was like souls, dude. It was hard, dude. I actually had to like think and like dodge. Addiction. I love gambling. I'm a little 90s boy. Mini game prize. Dance, monkey dance. What's that do? Save. I wonder who I can harass into playing Bad Company 2 tonight. I should do a longer stream, but I want to relaxy. Also, the game is making me see it. Coming apart from the seams. I don't want you to see me like this, although this probably doesn't look any different than normal. But I don't know. Maybe I'll take an intermission and then I'll come back. I don't know. Because my brain is a little bit like overwhelmed because I got things coming up in a week. So that obviously affects my mood today. Today's like my last day of streaming though for the week, I think. Tomorrow's gonna be Mina, and then Mina's day Friday as well. But oh yeah, we're not streaming this weekend, but in my Discord, which I'll plug right here, we are going to be playing Killing Floor 1, and we're going to be watching 2 movies, The Sword and the Sorcerer and Dragon Slayer, I believe. That's going to be Sunday. So, game night Saturday, movie night Sunday. And I'll try to like squeeze in as much commission work as I possibly can. But then, Monday, Sailor Synth will be debuting, and remember, she's still me. She's literally just me. She just has like a nautical sailor aesthetic, and she's a crocodile girl, but it's same character personality. I don't know if she has like a separate lore. It's like not really. She's just maybe I should come up with something for her, but it is just me again. So I hope you guys look forward to it. We're gonna be playing Pirate Doom, and remember that's this upcoming Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then also, I still have a Sadako Synth that's going to be my little debut surprise for everybody. Or not debut, 3rd year anniversary. And you know what? Speaking of anniversary, I was trying to think what the hell I did last anniversary, because I could not remember. And the reason why is because I didn't really have anything to show. I didn't have a new costume for it. I didn't have a new model for it. And we just played Bayonetta. Although I'm sure it was special because I always love hanging out with you guys. And especially for like big events where everybody comes. I'm just so excited to see everybody. But I'm happy I at least have a costume to show you guys. I did post about it and then I deleted it quickly. I do feel bad that I just don't really have a ton to offer as an entertainer or a person, I guess. Like, you know, a lot of other people, they do karaoke and stuff like that. I do not do karaoke, and I have very personal reasons why I don't want to. So then it's like, well, I don't really know anything special I can do. All I know how to do is play games and draw. Like, I guess I could draw, but I get nervous whenever I try to do art streams. Sometimes it doesn't go good. So, I don't know. At least it's something. Thank you, Machina. But I just wish that I could offer more, like, variety stream type stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe I can show you my hands. Do gain signs or something. Nah, I'm just joking. I would accidentally do, like, the most nefarious gain sign of all time, and they would think I'm one of them. And I'm not. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. My favorite thing to say is that stupid, I'm just a girl. With a stupid flower emoji. Just a girl. Ooh. Anniversary was the friends we made along the way. Ah, yeah. And I at least for anniversaries, birthdays, I typically try to at least pick games that I haven't like already played before for the most part, or games that I would just be extra excited to play, I suppose. So that's why Haunting Ground is going to be my game for this 3rd year anniversary. But I think that'll kind of be my ongoing thing. I think pretty much for most anniversaries and birthdays, I'll try to like give y'all costume at least. You know, I don't really have much of a personality or any talent, but I can wear really cute outfits. That's good enough, right? That's what you want from the VTubers, right? So I hope you guys like. Although, I don't know, is it underwhelming that you already know what the costume looks like, technically, so it's not that big of a surprise? Or is it at least still interesting because, well, you don't know how it actually looks on the model, how it was actually implemented? I don't know. Also, did I have something else I wanted to say? I don't remember. Oh, my plugs. Can I get y'all's opinion on something? Legitimately, being real with me. Is it better...
Names of a friend.
Thank you for the follow. Is it better to just post the website that literally has the links to everything that I end up plugging anyway? Like, this has my Ko-Fi, this has Throne, this has Twitter, this has YouTube, it has reference sheet. It's like, I convinced myself that it was like more ideal if I post all the links too, if anybody wants to be lazy. Oh, and the Discord link. So I would always just post everything individually and my website, because I'm like trying to curate it and make it better, but sometimes I'm wondering if like the overwhelming amount of links makes it less appealing. And also, I mean, for the record, most of you guys have probably like already followed or went to whatever alternative sites or whatever that interest you. So this is mainly for new people, but I don't know, maybe I should just post the website. Maybe like the website and Discord, but what about Twitter? I don't know. Feel like you should add more links to plug at the end of the stream though. Like, hey guys, thank you for coming, here's 10 links. Like, one by one by one by one. Like, is that really ideal? What if it was just links and we get flat? I feel like, because it is a real thing, getting overwhelmed or overstimulated, and then you kind of like shut your brain off and you don't want to engage with the thing at all. Like, it is a thing. That's why I'm kind of like wondering if I should readjust how I do things. Card is always good, to be honest. Compact and everything is there. Yeah, like if I just maybe instead do it like, here's my card, it has my Discord, it has my blah blah blah. I feel like I want to start doing that because it also makes my speech shorter.
Names of a friend.
Thank you for the follow. So I might just do that. So yeah, there's the card right there. My website that has all my stuff. Anything that might interest you. Yeah, I guess that's it. Wow, I feel weird now. Like, wait, here's my one link. I guess we find somebody to raid. What if I get bored though? What if I get bored and want to come back? Hey, wait. Merlin, what's up? I wonder, cause either I do nothing, veg out, and then eventually crawl back here and stream again, or Bad Company 2 night. What do you think? Although I guess it depends on what Mina's doing. Mina's not doing anything. You want to do Bad Company 2? I will help you set it up. Bad Company 2. Battlefield Bad Company 2. Very fun. But if Mina changes their mind, then I might not pop on. Because, like, I don't know. For certain games, certain key people have to be there. Oh, Robin. Hi. Hi, Robin. This is my cat girlfriend, Robin. And she is very cool. And what were you playing? We're actually wrapping up now. I was plugging my, all my shit. But I hope you had a good stream. I was about to decide on who to raid, actually. And I'm also trying to figure out if I'm going to come back and do it like a late night stream, because I do that sometimes. Or if I'm going to just play a game. Yeah. That's another option too. I guess it depends on what some people say, because I did message Merlin. We can maybe watch like a movie that somebody picks, because usually I kind of dominate and I pick what I want to watch. Although this weekend, Gleam picked the movies, so there you go. There was something I was gonna say. Let me think. Something about... What was I gonna say? I think card, but with some other select links may drive more traffic if that's something you want. People are creatures of convenience. Exactly. It's like, I gotta balance convenience, but I gotta also balance avoid and overwhelming people. So it's like, that's why when I post stuff, my idea was always card, Discord, and Twitter as the main things. I don't like post the other like things. You should rate which viewer has the best pumpkin shrine. Yeah, the least crusty, most cleaned up pumpkin shrine is the winner. That would be kind of cool. I like shrines. I have a Feitan shrine. Also, apparently there's some crossover for some game, and the Phantom Troop's all in it. And it's the Hunter x Hunter art style, but like it's hyper rendered and painty looking, kind of cool. And Feitan's in it, and I'm kind of like, oh my god, very erotic, very nice. Discord? Was I gonna say something about Discord? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna decide who to rate. Let's see who's around. Mute. Oh, you know what? I don't know if she's on. There was somebody I was gonna raid yesterday, but like I picked somebody else all before that. I don't think she's on. Yeah, I was gonna raid Needle if she was on, but I think she comes on like later at night. In that case, we're gonna raid Denko because I don't think we've ever
Names of a
raided
friends.
Denko. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't think we've ever actually raided Denko, so we're gonna go ahead and raid her. And I will maybe see you guys later. I think it's pretty certain that I'm going to be in the server, at least. Whether it's a movie or a game night. I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great night, everybody.